Welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark.
I'm Krista.
Hi, we're back after a lengthy absence.
Yep.
We had a lot going on past few weeks.
Wasn't expecting it to be this lengthy.
I know, but it just kind of happened that way. You were celebrating your birthday, and then...
Well, I was traveling.
You were traveling.
I was traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back, and we just didn't do one that weekend.
Yeah, what happened? Oh, because you came back, on a Saturday, and it's just...
And you were tired from training all week. And
That's true, I was, yeah.
You'd had a hard week.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the next week, my parents came into town, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. Got to see them, so didn't record anything then.
Because we were doing other stuff.
Yeah. But we had to make sure we came back this week, because it's the start of the scariest season of all. Yeah, and I'm not talking tax season.
Well, technically yesterday, technically last week would have been, because it was October already.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're starting it now.
It's fine. We'll still have 4 weeks.
This is the official kickoff. I know everyone's been waiting, holding back on buying their Halloween decorations until we did our scary episodes.
Sure. Yeah, so it's October. It's fall. It's time for scary, creepy movies.
It is.
It's horror movies, but they're usually not that.
Yeah, we ain't
not
gonna go hardcore.
We're not, no.
If you're expecting hardcore horror, this is not the place.
No, it's probably going to be more campy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, what have we covered before? Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Probably the scariest stuff we've done is the Fear Street stuff. So,
yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, we've missed a lot of weeks, so I'm sure we have a lot of news to talk about.
Okay.
Well, Our Flag Means Death started back.
Yeah, season 2 is here, baby!
So you're very happy about that.
I'm so happy.
We've watched that now. Mm-hmm. I'd say a good start.
Yeah.
Good start to the season.
Yeah, I like it so far.
Yeah. And then we also watched Loki yesterday, the first episode. Also thought that was a good start to the season.
Really interesting.
Yeah. It's watching this and after watching Secret Invasion, it's this is so much better than Secret Invasion.
It's so different.
It's so much
better.
so much more interesting.
Yeah, because we waited till Secret Invasion was completely out before we started watching it, and we just kind of binged it, and it was just I guess we can watch another episode to get it over with.
Yeah, we gotta do it at some point.
Yeah, but with Loki, it's you want to watch? You want to watch Loki?
Yeah. You want to watch Our Flag Means Death? Yeah, it'll be fun.
Exactly. So
instead of I guess we gotta watch this. So it's nice. It's nice to have good shows again instead of trudging through stuff. But anyway, any other news we missed?
We also went to the movie theater and watched a movie.
Oh, we did, yes. So this is our last week's movie review that we missed, so that we canonically got every weekend because we did see it last weekend.
Technically, we did see it last Sunday.
Yeah.
So we went to see Haunting in Venice.
The spooky trailer that ended up being Hercule Poirot.
Yeah.
We're what?
And for some reason, because I had not read the book before I saw the trailers and everything, and I thought that he wasn't in the book, but he was in the book.
Oh, was he?
I was thinking, but it's just everything else was changed in the book from the book.
Yeah.
They were completely different. Because I had to speed read the book because I have this thing where I like to read the books if there are books before I see the movie. Yeah. And your mom was like, hey, let's go watch this movie. I was like, I haven't read the book yet. So Saturday night, I just read all night. Yep. Until I was done.
Got it done.
I finished it Sunday morning, and then we went to see it, and I was like, well, I didn't even have to read the book. This was so different.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, though. It was good. Yeah. It was fun.
I think it might be my favorite of the 3 that they've come out with.
Yeah, I didn't see Murder on the Orient Express, but I think I liked it better. They're about equal for me, probably.
Okay.
But, yeah, good stuff. That's our review. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as scary ghost story as the trailer was. I feel like it was more murder mystery.
But I will say it was more scary ghost story than the book, because the book had no scary ghost story at all. There were no ghosts in that book.
There you go. So, are there any ghosts in the movie? I don't know. I'll have to go see.
But it's pretty creepy.
It is. Creepy times. All right. Anything else? Yeah. I don't think I have anything else. that I know of.
I can't think of anything.
All right. Well, let's get to our scary movie for this week.
Okay, it's time for us to have an episode of Let's Watch a Movie that Krista liked when she was young and Mark hates.
I've never seen it before.
And every time that we mention that this movie is mentioned, I'm like,
you get real excited.
I go, oh, have you seen that? And you go, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to watch it.
To be fair, everyone that I talk to, that when I say I haven't seen it, everyone's like, oh man, you gotta see Lost Boys.
And I don't know why, because it's not that great.
I don't know why. I feel like everybody saw it as a kid.
I think that's it.
I could see it being a good kids movie. It could be fun. It's not terrible. It's really, yeah. I didn't hate it. I was very confused at the end. We'll talk about that. So I left going like, what just happened? Mm-hmm. And it's weird, man. There is one part I definitely hate. We'll talk about that as well very soon. But do I recommend, if you haven't seen this movie and you're not a child, to go see it? No. I mean, maybe for the cultural relevance, I guess.
I mean, it's definitely one that if you didn't see it when it came out,
yeah,
you're probably not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But it's like people reference it a lot.
Yeah, they do.
I feel like so.
Yeah, a lot. So I'm glad I've seen it now.
Mm-hmm.
Just so nobody ever tells me I need to watch it again.
And there you go. You can say, no, I've already seen it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's great.
and then they'll find this episode of the podcast and go, oh, he lied to me.
I spent 20 minutes telling him references. He acted like it was funny. Yeah. All right. How was your viewing on this time around? Was it as good as you remember? I mean, you've probably seen it more recent than that.
I don't know when the last time I saw it was. Yeah. That's the thing. I probably haven't seen it in like 3 decades. Yeah. I don't know. I literally could not tell you the last time I saw it.
Yeah.
Not sure it holds up. I mean, it was fun to watch it again. Yeah. But I'm like, I think I might be good.
Yeah.
I think I might be okay with not watching it again.
Yeah. I'd always kind of wanted to watch it. It sounded interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be fun. And it's fun.
Now, like, the movie poster / cover art for it and everything, it does not look like what it actually is.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a vampire movie. It
just looks like a teen 80s movie.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. And it kind of is a teen 80s movie.
Yeah.
With vampires.
But it just has vampires in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of is, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I guess we should get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about this movie.
Okay.
Let's talk about the very beginning of this movie.
Okay, well, it immediately starts off with your favorite part about the whole movie.
Yes.
Cried Little Sister.
This song
that plays. It literally plays like 4 times, and it's not the whole song.
They never play the whole song.
It plays like a little bit of it at the beginning. It plays a little bit, a little further along. It plays a little more. And then a little bit more at the end.
Yes.
And that's all. But you hate this song.
I hate this song. It's terrible. It's such a bad song. It's so annoying. The lyrics are stupid. You got the kids chanting stuff.
The lyrics are
over and over again.
They are stupid.
Do you have the lyrics written down?
No, I don't. I don't.
It's weird, like... it's
a lot of weird brother-sister stuff going on.
Like, love your brother.
And
I don't know if that's supposed to be like, brother man, like your fellow human.
I would hope so. Because if it's not, the implications
so weird.
Are real weird.
Then it goes through the 10 Commandments, basically.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, but they don't really do too much of it. It's mostly just...
Thou shalt not kill.
Not kill and thou shalt not lie, I think. And that's pretty much it. They just repeat those. I still like it, though.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm still going to listen to it, probably, because...
Which we compare it to the Three Musketeers movie, where the only song on there is All for Love.
Yes, the Disney version that came out in, like, the 90s.
Yeah.
With, like, Chris O'Donnell.
And Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Yeah, all them.
Is Kiefer Sutherland in that?
Yeah, he is. I wonder if he has input on this.
Kiefer, what are you doing, bro?
Listen, if I can give y'all any advice, use
play the
one
same
song
throughout the whole movie.
Love it. Yes.
Because it is very it's similar to that, except for in this you hear like the singing. Mm-hmm. In Three Musketeers, it's just an instrumental version of the same song anytime that anything happens.
Yeah.
It's just that, yeah.
There is also another difference in that All for Love is a complete banger.
Oh, that it is. I will agree with you there. I absolutely love that song.
It's such a ridiculous, great song.
When it's love you.
It's the three of them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, going for it.
It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why you wouldn't like Cry Little Sister. But it's got those nostalgia feels for me, so.
I get it. I get it.
It's just how it is.
Yep.
But anyway, so we have this music playing. It's like there's a boardwalk, basically, with like Ferris wheel and roller coaster and all this
park
stuff
going on there. It's kind of Coney Island-ish, I guess.
Yeah, I would say more like Santa Monica Pier, I think is what it's
Santa Clara.
Because, it's Santa Carla. Because I always want to say Santa Clara, but it's not. It's Santa Carla. It's like, let's just change 2 little letters here.
Let's move that L around a little.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know why I said 2 little letters, because technically it is 3. Anyway, we zoom in on there, see what's happening. Kiefer Sutherland is walking around with his mullet hair.
Yeah, on the carousel. And they're not doing anything.
I mean, they go up and they like flirt with this girl or something, and the guy she's with gets mad at him. But other than that, they're literally just walking.
Yeah, is that really like...
They're not like pushing kids off this carousel or something.
They never really do anything while not being... They're vampires, by the way.
Yes, they are vampires. There are 4 of them. They're vampires.
While they're just regular people, they're really not doing anything too bad.
Oh no,
everybody hates them.
They're riding their motorcycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not hitting anybody.
No.
It's really not that big a deal. But man, nobody wants to see him there.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Stay off our boardwalk.
Security guard chokeholds Kiefer.
Yeah. Whose name is David, by the way.
Yeah.
Which you don't find out until like the movie is halfway over and someone finally calls him David. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is it Bill or Ted? Is it Bill?
I think it's Bill, because isn't it like
it's
Bill Preston Esquire?
Yeah, sounds right. He's in this. Yeah. His name's Marco. Which we also don't find out his name for a long time.
I think we find it out the same when we hear like 3 names together. We hear David,
Marco.
We hear Marco, Paul. So we know one of them is Marco, one of them is Paul. Don't know which of the other 2 is Paul though.
Yeah, the other 2 are real interchangeable.
Yeah, it's like a dark-haired guy and a blonde guy.
Yeah, like if they just told me it was the same guy in a different wig, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right.
It's like one of them's Paul. That's all I know.
But one of them's on the poster. The other one's way back in the poster.
Because the dark-headed one is kind of close.
Dark-headed one is pretty up front.
Yeah.
I was like, is he anybody? I don't think
he's not.
Maybe he was supposed to be. Even the main guy didn't really... I mean, he's done stuff, but nothing big, I'd say.
But also, like, he's like, on the poster. But also on the poster, Michael Patrick. Is that his name, Michael Patrick?
Something like that.
Not Michael Patrick. His name is Michael in the movie. Is his name actually Michael?
His name is Michael in the movie.
What is his name?
I don't remember. Jason Patrick.
I'm like, I know that can't be right. It's Jason Patrick. Jason Patrick, he's like right there in the very front.
Yeah.
You've got...
Which I always thought was Corey Haim because I didn't know the movie. I just knew Corey Haim was in it. And I was like, well, maybe he's got a black hair wig on.
No.
Because I never looked closer at the poster.
Yeah. And then like in the poster, Corey Haim's all the way in the back. And I'm like, but they're like the 2 main characters. They kind of have like equal... Well, maybe... I mean, Jason Patrick's character has a little more screen time. He's the main character, but he's like the secondary character, basically.
Yeah.
He probably has more screen time than Kiefer Sutherland does.
Oh, yeah.
But he's all the way in the back of the poster. It's like, What the heck?
And on the poster, the rest of them are like either vampire or vampire adjacent, except for him.
Yeah.
Except for Corey Haim.
I mean, technically, I guess he's vampire adjacent because his brother is.
Yeah, but I mean, like half vampire, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Corey Feldman, man, he
Not
really
on
got
there.
screwed on this.
Yeah, not on there at all.
Like he should be pretty big at this time.
You would think so, because it's like the two Coreys. It's like one of those movies that it's like, oh yeah, the two Coreys.
Like, no, we got to get dark-haired vampire guy in there. He's going to be big. This kid's taking off, I'm telling you.
I have no idea if he went on and did any other movies.
I can't imagine.
I don't know. I'm just going to assume he's Paul.
Either Paul or Dwayne, I think is the other one.
Dwayne the vampire. Okay.
Dwayne the bathtub. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
We've just talked so much about this stupid poster. I don't know
Poster's a big deal. It makes you think like Outsiders in the 80s, which we said.
It does. It does have a similar vibe.
Yeah. It's like, oh, here's a group of outcasts going through the 80s.
Technically,
they're lost boys.
I mean, they are a group of outcasts.
They are.
So, I mean, I guess.
If you didn't know anything about the movie, you might be deceived.
There you go. So anyway, they get kicked off the boardwalk, basically. Then we see everything shuts down on the boardwalk. Yeah. All the lights are off. The security guard is walking to his car. So he's walking to his car.
Yeah.
Something is flying toward him. He gets attacked.
Yeah.
He can't get his door open fast enough, so he gets ripped away from his car.
We never really see them fly, do we?
We never see those guys.
Yeah.
Them fly, no.
We're always just in a first-person perspective.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a weird perspective, which I'm going to talk about, I think, later.
Okay.
Because there's one perspective, and it's like, interesting choice.
Okay.
I'm going to have to try to remember where it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, yep, they take him off.
Yeah, poor security guard. He's just doing his job.
He was. It's like, come on. But I mean, I don't know why they choose the people that they do.
Yeah, sometimes it gets random.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, I guess I can see because they're mad at him because he kicked him off the boardwalk.
But it's not like it's the first time he's done it.
No, because he's like, I've told you before, get out of here. You can't be here or whatever.
I thought they would go after the couple, which eventually they do, but like I thought they would do that like immediately.
Is that the same couple?
Yeah, they're in that car.
I did not realize that.
I'm pretty sure, at least. The guy sure looked the same.
Okay. Huh. Did not realize that.
He had a different lady with him.
Well, that makes sense then. But also, the other people they attack later,
there's
it's like
a bonfire, and they're just, I don't know, because they're out in the middle of nowhere.
I guess so. Anyway, he gets attacked by something. He's pulled into the air. We never see him again. Yeah. We do see a missing poster for him at some point.
Yeah. There's a lot of missing posters going up around this thing. They are busy killing.
Yeah. So then we have our main characters. They're driving into town. You've got Michael. He's the oldest. You've got Sam.
By far. Michael is in his late 30s.
He's supposed to be in high school. He looks so old.
He's so old. Yeah.
I wonder how old Jason Patric was when they made this movie.
I'll go look that up.
Because Corey Haim looks like a teenager.
Yeah.
He looks
I would say he is.
He looks like the age that he's supposed to be playing, basically. Mm-hmm. Jason Patric, sir, you were in grad school.
He was born in 1966. Lost Boys came out in 1987, so he was 21. So not that old, but man, he looks old.
He looks so much older.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't...
It's not like now where they cast a 21-year-old that looks young.
Yeah.
They're like, 21's close enough even though you
look like you're 35. Yeah. Yeah. And their mother, Lucy.
Yeah.
So they're... Oh, and also their dog, Nanook.
Yeah.
They have a dog.
The real hero of the film.
Yes.
He probably was.
Yeah. So their parents are divorced. They don't go into it very much, but...
Yeah. She got screwed on that divorce somehow. I don't know what she did.
And they had to leave Phoenix.
Yeah.
And
that was part of the divorce.
I guess you gotta get out of town. I don't want to see you in this town anymore. You are trespassed from Phoenix. So
she was married to Mr. Phoenix.
So they're going to live with her dad.
Yes.
In Santa Carla.
Mm-hmm.
And
as they're driving in, the back of the billboard says it's the murder capital of the world.
Exactly. So they're driving in. You've got a montage of all the weird people. Oh, excuse me, all the strange people, because people are strange.
Strange.
Yeah.
Another song I'm not a huge fan of. I'm definitely not getting this soundtrack at all.
So, you're seeing all these people around the boardwalk and around the town and everything in a bunch of missing posters.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Some of them aren't really even being that weird.
No.
Some are just like going up to the hot dog stand.
I was going to say, it'll be like somebody eating a sandwich on a park bench. Yeah. And it's like, oh, these people are so weird.
It's strange.
It's like, how's that strange? Okay. It's like a kid with a popsicle.
It's a
like,
peanut butter and turkey sandwich. It's crazy.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Girls in bikinis are strange.
I guess so. They pull up to the dad's house. Grandpa.
Yep.
He's...
Talk about strange.
Yeah, he's laying out on the porch, pretending to be dead.
For what reason? No reason.
Just because she runs up to him.
Yeah.
And she's like, Dad! And he's like... Hey. She's like,
gotcha.
She's like, you're so silly.
Oh, Dad.
You always do this.
Always playing dead. It's important times of my life.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
The outside of his house, I like the outside of his house. It's like a cabin kind of thing.
Yeah. I like a cabin.
I mean, it looks really cool inside too, except for one major thing.
Yeah.
But like the outside, it looks like somebody has like carved like faces in boards or something. I don't know exactly, but it looks really cool. And there are like a bunch of wind chimes and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Then you walk inside and there's just taxidermy stuff everywhere.
He's a taxidermist.
There are like antlers just poking out of places they're not supposed to be poking out of. I'm like, what? Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. He's a weird guy.
And we find out there's no TV there.
No TV. He gets the TV guide.
He gets the TV guide because he tells him the rules. There are some rules in the house.
Yes.
If the TV guide comes, sometimes this is important. Listen up. The address label will be peeling off a little bit, but you can't peel that address label off.
Don't do it. It'll tear up part of that magazine.
It's gonna tear part of the front of it off, and don't want that.
That's no good.
Exactly. So he's like, so just leave it alone.
Yeah.
And they're like, TV, wait, but you don't even have a TV? He's like, don't need a TV when you got a TV guide. Yep. TV guide really spending some hard cash.
Yep. Thank goodness. TV guide still thriving today, even though they don't exist anymore,
I don't know.
I think they shut down.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, oh man.
Yeah. Rough go for TV guide.
Yeah. So Michael and Sam decide to go out. They're going to see what the nightlife is like, I guess, here. They go to a concert.
They do. Oh man. What a concert this is.
It's sexy sax guy.
Just shirtless guy.
It's so gross.
Just really going after that saxophone.
And oiled body, upper body, just oiled from here to eternity.
Yeah. And it's a terrible song.
It is so bad.
It just pretty much repeats like, I believe if you believe or something. We believe.
I don't even remember it. I was too busy going.
So dumb.
I was too busy going, what is happening here? And also, why is Michael staring so hard at this girl?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jamie Gertz comes up and she's got a kid with her and Michael is in love with her. By the way,
she is very good looking. So
oh yeah, she's very pretty.
I see it. I mean, I'm not, I don't blame him.
At this point, she also kind of looks like she's in her 30s too. So it looks
I don't know about 30s, but 20s
late
for
20s.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not a teenager.
No.
That saxophonist plays saxophone for Tina Turner.
Well, good for him.
So there you go. He's known for that and this movie.
For this movie.
He is notable for his muscular physique, his sexually provocative movements during performances, and for a tendency to perform shirtless with oiled skin and a ponytail.
See? Told you.
Good for him.
I think that our description is pretty accurate.
Yep, this is all making sense.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Anyway, so yeah, Michael sees this girl in the crowd. Okay. He's immediately enamored.
He is.
Follows her. I mean, she keeps looking over at him like, this guy's like hardcore staring.
He's weird, man.
But I guess she doesn't mind too much.
Yeah, I guess.
But she does leave.
Yes.
And he follows her.
As she should. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Also, yeah, it's very weird.
So
Corey Haim also follows him.
yes, because he's like, Michael, where the heck are you going?
For me.
Then we have the mother, Lucy. She's also walking around the boardwalk.
Yeah, she broke as a joke.
Yes, she doesn't have a job. Mm-hmm. She's looking for a job. She finds a child.
A child?
No. she finds a child who is like, I lost my mother.
Yeah.
And so she takes him into the nearest store and is like, hey, can you help me?
You seen this kid's mom?
Have you seen this kid? It's like, no. I don't know this kid.
Maybe. I see a lot of people.
But anyway, the mom finally does show up and is like, oh my gosh, my boy, there he is.
My baby.
Yeah, and takes him away.
Yeah.
And the guy who is working in the video store is Edward Herman. Mm-hmm. And
his name is Max in this.
Yes, his name is Max. He has a dog named Thorn.
He does.
And he also has a grudge against these vampire boys. Because they come in.
Do a lap.
They're like flirting with the girl that's working there too. And he's like, I told you not to come in here. Yeah. And so they leave. But it's a videotape store.
It is.
And Lucy's looking for a job, of course. Mm-hmm. So she's like, hey, can I work here? And he's like, yeah, and we should like totally date too. Yeah.
He's like, you're so caring for that
child.
Kid.
Exactly. So she's gonna be working there.
Yeah.
Good job. Immediately gets a job and a date.
And hit on. Yes. Hit on by her boss immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of an HR problem. Yes. But okay.
This was the 80s, everything you wanted.
There you go.
Harassment and a job.
Oh, goodness. So, Michael is still following that girl through the ground.
Harassment.
There you go. Love
he just needs a job.
Sam is following him, but he gets distracted. Yeah. Because there's a comic book store.
There's a comic book store, baby.
So he goes in, he's looking around, but there are these two guys in there that are like staring at him. And he's like, okay, these weirdos, what is going on here? Yeah. These are the Frog Brothers.
Yeah. This is Corey Feldman and the other
random guy. Other guy. Don't know him.
Yes.
Don't think I've ever seen him in anything else. If so, didn't stand out.
I think his parents own the comic book store, and they are also there, and they might be dead. Because they sit there the whole time, the whole movie. They're there.
And they're not moving
or something, not moving, behind sunglasses. And that was the creepiest part of this movie for me. I want to know about them. What happened? I think they were just stoned.
What happened to the frog parents?
What happened to the frog parents? Did they think they were vampires and killed them? Maybe. And now they just propped them up? I wouldn't be surprised.
Me up inside the comic book store when I die. So, yeah, these are the Frog Brothers. We find out later that their names are Edgar and Alan. Ugh. Corey Feldman is Edgar. The other guy is Alan.
Yeah.
And Corey Feldman is trying to be a tough guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he uses his tough guy voice.
And boy, he is.
In the whole movie.
Annoyed the crap out of me. It's like, hey, what do you do?
Read this book about vampires.
Read this book about vampires.
So, yeah.
Like, why? I hated it.
So anyway.
What a choice.
So they're basically running this comic book store because their parents are dead, apparently. Yeah. And just propped up in there.
Yes.
Then not Corey Feldman. Well, they come up and talk to him. Corey Haim's like, why do you have Superman 78 next to these all and all this stuff?
Nerd.
Because red kryptonite hasn't even been introduced yet. And why do you have this one?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, nerd. Okay, get out of here.
Get out. You're too nerdy.
You're way too nerdy.
I love comic books. I kind of consider myself a low-level comic book nerd.
But you're not that.
No, I'm not that. And those comic book nerds are the worst kind that you run into when you go into a store and they're like, oh, this is cool. But actually, what you should read before this is Power Man 47, because that is where he is introduced. Like,
it's like, actually, Superman was first introduced in...
Yeah. And I get close to doing that on this podcast sometimes.
You do.
Like, but actually, see, they did this power, but he doesn't really have that power. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, he's a nerd. And he's like, I'm from Phoenix.
Phoenix
is cool, but I had to move. And
wearing just the coolest clothes.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, read this comic book that we're going to give you. It's called Vampires Everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't like horror comics.
Yeah, I only like Superman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They should have just said, hey, by the way, there's vampires here. So,
just
here,
so you know.
Take this.
Read it.
Yeah.
Learn from it.
Yes.
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
And he would have gone, these people are crazy.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But he would have been better prepared.
He would have. So, I mean, I think he was okay prepared.
I guess, yeah. How prepared can you be for vampires?
Exactly. So, Michael is still following that girl.
Mm-hmm.
She gets onto the back of Kiefer's bike and rides off with him.
Yep.
And also the kid gets on the back of another bike.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
And rides off. Is like, is that safe? I don't know. That's weird.
Nobody wearing a helmet.
No,
That's
no
fine.
helmets, whatever.
It was the 80s.
Okay.
Who cared in the 80s, apparently? Corey Haim also caught up to him again. I don't know how long he's been following this girl, but Corey Haim was able to find him on this massively crowded boardwalk. So,
I mean, honestly, they don't really need helmets anyway. They're vampires.
That's true.
They're not going to get hurt.
That's true. But they're setting a bad precedent.
They are.
All the children watching this.
Exactly.
You probably were like,
I was like, I'm going to ride motorcycles when I'm older and I'm not going to wear a helmet. Helmets don't exist.
I'm going to hang from train tracks.
Oh, gosh.
That's what I do.
Oh, no. So then we see the flying again. There's fluttering in the in the captions. And we see there is a couple that's in a car. Mm-hmm. The guy is trying desperately to make out with this girl. She's just like, I'm trying to read.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
She's reading a comic book, too.
She is.
And she loves it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, she's having the time of her life. And he's just like, please just make out with me. And she's like pushing him away. And he's trying his best. And she's like, look, I'm trying to read this hilarious comic book. Please leave me alone.
I got in the back seat to read this comic book. I wanted to spread out.
And then you got back here with me and started trying to neck? What is up with this?
So we named this couple Us.
Oh my God, Mark, I'm trying to read. Leave me alone. Oh, but anyway, whoops, they're dead because the vampires attack and
rip their roof off.
Yes. And rip them out of there.
Yep. Rough go.
Oh, well, bye.
Sorry about you.
She never got to finish that comic book.
That's the real sad part of this. I thought they were going to leave her there for some reason. I did too. But then they came back for her.
I don't think they do.
Nope. They did not. She should have tried to thumb through the comic real fast.
Wait, let me see how this is.
Hold on. Alert! Ah! Anyway.
So then the next day, or I guess it's the next day because it's daylight.
Yeah. Man, it cuts between day and night so much. Fast.
It's like
day scenes are 2 seconds.
Yeah. Grandpa takes Sam out to show him his car.
Yeah.
This nice, beautiful car.
Yeah. Starts it up.
He's like, all right, time to go to town.
Yeah.
Turns off the engine.
Gets out of the car.
Sam's like, what? I thought we were going to town. He's like,
I don't go to town.
Exactly. It's like,
what do you mean you don't go to town?
Why did you say it's time to go to town?
This is such a weird scene.
Where do you get groceries?
I mean, he probably kills the animals and just eats them.
Oh, no. But he has root beer because he has his own.
He loves root beer.
He has the second shelf. If anybody don't touch the second shelf of the refrigerator, that's where his root beers and his double stuffed Oreos are.
That's right. Yeah.
That's his stuff.
So he's got his stuff. He gets it from somewhere.
Maybe the Widow Johnson comes over and brings his groceries. She goes and gets
the groceries for him.
Yeah.
But that's
he's got a thing for the Widow Johnson.
Oh, yeah. That scene, I feel was just we got to set up that he has a car. We have to.
That he has this nice car. But, and then they
make him sit in it.
Sure, they do take it out later. Yeah. But it's not like they crash the car or anything.
Yeah, no, they get it back.
They bring it back. It's fine.
It shouldn't have been fine, but it was fine. That wind really should have taken that top off.
It is weird. Anyway. So Sam goes back to the comic store.
Yeah. See his
best friends. The brothers are still there.
Yeah, parents are still dead.
Guess so. They're like, here's another vampire comic for you. And he's like,
stop giving me vampire comics.
I don't want these. And they're like, we put our number on the back just in case you need to call us. So he's like, I hope I never have to. And then he just leaves. I'm like, why did you even go back? Is this the only, maybe this is the only comic book shop in all of Santa Carla.
Maybe.
And he's like, God, I really want this new comic, but I'm gonna have to go to the freaking Frog Brothers comic book store. I don't want to do it, but I guess I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Michael is also there. It's dark again at this point. Michael is also there.
Yeah.
He sees Star again.
Of course.
Oh, sorry. Her name is
Star, by the way.
Her name is Star, which he finds out right now because he's like, "What's your name?" He's still just like following her, and she's like, Star. Like, please leave me alone.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh, you must have had hippie
parents. I was almost Moonbeam."
Yeah. He's like, but they ended up calling me Michael instead. She's like, I like Michael. It's like, okay. So he's like, come ride on my bike with me. Because, of course, he has a motorcycle also.
Of course.
So
he is a teen in the 80s.
Exactly. So, and he also does not have a helmet.
Of course not.
He's not a vampire.
A teen in the 80s. Yeah.
He doesn't have magical healing powers.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, I'll go with you. And then Kiefer Sutherland and his friends, they show up. Yep, they're on their bikes. They're on their bikes, of course. They pull up, and he's like, Star.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hey.
I was just going to go with Michael. He's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
So she gets back on Kiefer's bike and rides off with him instead. And they're like, come on, Michael.
Come on, Michael.
Come with us.
You know where this place is?
He's like, I just moved here.
I like that. Yeah, seriously. How does he know where anything is? But he was like, I like that he said, I can't beat you like on that.
Yeah.
Try like, I don't know why you went. I'm not racing you.
Yeah.
Gotta just keep up.
Yeah, you gotta keep up. So they head out together.
Mm-hmm.
He does manage to keep up mostly.
He does.
He almost drives off a cliff though, because they just keep going.
They're like, go, Michael, keep going. Go fast.
What is our vampire voice right now? What is this?
That's my general Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
I'm Jack Bauer, 24.
So yeah, he almost flies off of a cliff.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
this
what was
is where
their plan?
I don't know, but this is where their little hangout spot is.
It is.
They go into it. They're like, it's an old resort that fell underground during the 1906 earthquake.
Yeah, because it was built on a fault line.
Yep.
So
it was like this really nice resort, and then it just fell into a crevice, basically, and they're like...
Pretty well preserved, too, you know?
They're like, well, it's ours now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they show him around there. Then we go back to... Sam is back home at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what was happening here.
With Sam?
Okay, so he's reading the vampire comic book.
Yeah, and stroking his dog.
Yes, and the mom comes in.
Yeah.
And
he's like, Mom, get out.
Get out. I'm stroking my dog. And reading a comic book. The grandpa also comes in.
Yes.
Brings a taxidermied animal and sits it on his bedside table.
Yeah, it's like a beaver or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's a beaver, though.
A groundhog,
maybe
woodchuck.
Something like that, because it doesn't have like a beaver tail.
Yeah, that we say. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. But anyway, it's some kind of weird rodent that is taxidermied. And he's like...
Shots fired at rodents.
Yeah.
Come at us, rodents.
Come at me,
just
rodent.
Lost all our rodent listeners.
Sorry about you. Anyway, so you can see in the background, he's got a big poster of Molly Ringwald.
Yes.
It's like, okay, that makes sense, you know. Then he basically kicks his mom out of the room. He's like, I don't need a babysitter, because she's trying to get, like, she wanted Michael to stay with him or something at some point.
Yeah, because she's going on a date.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't need a babysitter. And he's like, get out of my room, Mom. So he shuts the door. On the back of the door is a poster of Rob Lowe.
Yeah, he's got a big Rob Lowe poster. And
I feel, isn't he, like,
not like
pulling his shirt part?
Yeah, it's like sexy Rob Lowe.
What is happening here?
Hey, he likes it all, baby.
I guess so. I'm like, well, good for you. Good for you, Sam.
Molly Ringwald and Rob. He just wants to be part of the...
He wants to be part of the Rat Pack.
Rat Pack,
I said the Rat Pack.
Rat Pack. He wants to be part of the Rat Pack, but he can't.
Dean
cool,
Martin,
babe.
I'm coming on.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Gosh, I meant Rat Pack. Why?
I said it too, so
okay,
don't
good.
feel bad.
Oh gosh, that's where it came from. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, So Michael is still hanging out with the vampires. He doesn't know they're vampires yet, of course.
Right. Because he's kind of stupid.
Yeah. But they're sitting around. They're eating Chinese food.
Yeah.
And this is just as Temple of Doom turned me off to Indian food.
This turned you off Chinese food?
Not really, but it would be funny if it did.
Yeah.
But no, we just didn't have a lot of Chinese food around where I grew up.
Right.
So, I mean...
I never had... Well, no, that's a lie. I did. But you don't get those, like, little takeout boxes much around, like, where I grew up.
Yeah, where I used to go, we would just go get, like, the buffet. So we didn't get, like, takeout or anything buffets. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, didn't have the little takeout boxes. But they have the little takeout boxes here. Yeah. And they're like, you want some rice?
You want just a box of fried rice? Just a box of rice. Fried rice.
Just steamed
White rice steamed.
Do you want some rice? He's like, yeah, sure, I guess.
Sure, if I have to eat something.
So he starts eating the rice, and they're like,
How are those maggots?
You're eating maggots. And he's like, what? You're eating maggots. How do they taste? And he looks down, and there are maggots instead of the rice.
Ew.
So he throws it down on the ground.
Chewy.
He starts, like, spitting it out and everything, and they're like, it's just rice,
just
bro.
Rice, Michael.
Exactly, Michael. It's just rice.
It's one of my illusions, Michael.
I'm just picturing Joe. Joe Bluth. Come on!
It's just rice, Michael.
Oh, God. Then Buster comes in. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
Oh, my gosh. The Bluths as vampires.
How was this not done? I don't know.
Oh, man. Anyway, so then they're like, well, what about some of these noodles?
Yeah, I'm loving these noodles I'm eating.
He's like, sure, I'll have some noodles. Oh, no, they're worms.
Worms. Got you again with my illusions.
Oh gosh. Okay, so there's a scene in What We Do in the Shadows where they have like a dinner party and they reference this scene because they're like it's like spaghetti noodles. So they're like, biscotti, you want some biscotti? And it's like, it's worms. How do you like those worms? Oh gosh. Oh man. And they're like, what are you talking about? Because like the one who's trying to do the illusions and stuff, who's trying to like make it look like worms, just can't do it anymore. Oh man, it's so stupid, but it's so funny. It is. Oh, man, I love that movie. Anyway. So, yeah, the noodles are worms. Oh, no. Yeah. And then they're like, how about you drink some of this wine from this fancy bottle? Yeah. And Star's behind him going, it's blood.
Yeah, he's like, okay, whatever.
Okay, guys. Sure.
Sure, just like the maggots and the worms.
Yeah, so he starts drinking it.
Yeah, he drinks a lot of it.
Yeah, and he's like...
He really bogarts that bottle.
I'm like, how do you not recognize that this is blood?
Yeah.
Blood does not taste like wine.
Yeah.
Maybe it was wine with like a little bit of blood in it or something.
I don't know. I feel like it was just
straight up blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, they're like, become one of us, Michael.
Yeah. Come on.
They take him out to the train tracks.
Yeah.
At this
like
point.
A bridge.
Yeah. And they just start like jumping off of it. This is where we hear
in the hole.
This is where we hear their names. So we hear Marco and Paul and
Marco,
Paula,
David,
Paul, Michael,
Dwayne.
Oh, I meant to check and see if Michael Emerson is who I thought he was.
Who's Michael Emerson?
So they're like, David calls Michael by his full name. Mm-hmm. So he's like, Michael Emerson.
Oh.
And I was like, Michael Emerson was Ben from Lost.
Oh, right.
He's an actor. But it kind of threw me off for a second. But yeah, so they're like, come on, Michael.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Jump in the hole.
Yep, so he does. They're all just hanging from the train tracks.
Yeah.
And
this is so stupid. Why would you do this?
It makes no sense. A train's coming. It's like going over them. They're trying to hold on, and they all just start like dropping occasionally. Yeah. You know? And they're like, come on, Michael, Michael. From the mist down below. Yeah. The train is already like gone. The train's like, whatever.
And he's trying to pull himself up, but he's too weak.
I'm like, that would be me. I'm like,
I could never pull myself up there. I would never be because I tried to do the monkey bars once, like as an older person, because I used to build play sets, right? And then I was like, oh, well, I'm waiting, because I don't know, they were talking to the family or something. I used to be able to
do this when I was little. I'll do it now.
I would do monkey bars all the time. My grandparents had a monkey bar set in their backyard. I would do it all the time. Anyway, so I was like, here we go. Swing right on my face immediately.
It's like, oops.
Could not hold on for 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
So I would have been immediately dead.
Yeah. But he finally lets go and he yells as he slowly falls.
Yes.
And then he kind of just stops for a second and he's still like falling, it looks like. Yeah. But I guess he's just floating.
Yeah.
But he's kind of looks at it. He's like looking around like, what is happening?
Yeah, in this
and he was kind of confused. And then he just starts screaming again.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, weird.
It's such a weird
choice. Yeah. But then he wakes up. He's at home again. Uh-huh. He's in his bed.
Yeah.
He is fully clothed with his shoes on and his nasty shoes are on his pillow. Sir.
Yeah.
No.
Gross.
So gross. Yeah. So he wakes up.
Sunlight's bugging him a little bit. Mm-hmm. His mom is called.
Yes. So Sam's like, Mom's on the phone. So he answers it. She's like, are you just now getting up? He's like, no. No.
This is every conversation my mom had with me when I was a child. Are you still in bed?
No. No, not. I'm up.
Nope, Mom.
I've been up for hours. But I think this is actually when she's like, okay, well, you need to look after Sam tonight because I have a hot day.
I got a hot day, baby.
And so he's like, okay, whatever. And Sam's like, I don't need a babysitter. I'm not a baby.
I'm a big boy.
Exactly. And so Grandpa's also gonna be gone. So it's just gonna be the two. It's just gonna be Michael and Sam. Grandpa's got a hot date with Widow Johnson.
Stuffed him a little dog.
Yeah,
as a present.
He goes out there in his Jeep. He starts heading down the hill. His Jeep horn starts playing La Cucaracha.
Yep.
Oh man. And so they're alone now.
Yep.
And then we hear some motorcycles, sound of motorcycles.
Yep.
In the distance.
Wind.
You see the lights. There's a bunch of wind.
Yeah.
You can hear them going, Michael. And they open the door. There's no one there.
Yeah.
What's happening? So Sam's like, I'm going to go take a bubble bath.
Yeah. That was weird. I'm going to take a bubble bath.
So he heads upstairs. Mm-hmm. He's in the bath. Michael's like, I'm getting real hungry. I'm going to go have some milk.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love a good glass of milk when you're hungry?
Exactly.
Nanook's in the bathroom.
Yes. Nanook is guarding Sam. Yeah. And Michael goes to get his milk. Mm-hmm. He needs some milk.
He does.
Before he can even pour it into a glass or drink it out of the carton, whatever he's planning on doing, he drops it because he gets a tummy. Oh, his tummy is hurting.
The hunger.
Yep. So he can hear Sam singing in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. So he slowly walks up the stairs.
This movie was like so much just, oh my gosh, just do something. Just stop being so slow.
So he slowly makes his way up the stairs. He opens the door. Sam is in the tub. He's he's washing his hair, so he dunks himself under the water. Yep. Michael is going to attack him, basically. Yeah. But Nanook jumps on him. Uh-huh. Since door slams behind them. Yep. Yeah. And I guess they just roll down the stairs together. Yeah. I don't know, because it's at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, man, they're going to kill Nanook right here. Nope.
Dog's fine.
He bit Michael's hand.
He did.
Because you see blood on the ground. Yeah. And I'm like, that's a lot of blood. Yeah. Nanook is so dead.
Sam comes out. He's like in a robe. He's like, what did you do to my dog? Yeah. And he's like, he's fine. And there's Nanook.
Your dog bit me.
Yeah. He's like, why did he bite you? It's like, because I was going to eat you. So
there was so much, from that dog bite, there was so much blood on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, wrap it up, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, the dog's fine. He was protecting you. Yeah. And they look over Michael's reflection in the mirror. It's like kind of ghostly looking.
Yeah. He's like translucent.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, you're a vampire. Wait till Mom finds out.
I'm telling Mom.
He runs upstairs and he slams the door.
Yeah. Locks himself in.
He calls the Frog Brothers, of course, because he's like, oh my gosh, my brother's a vampire. They're like, you gotta kill him.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not gonna kill him, brother.
It's like, okay, we'll come kill him then. No worries.
So
just like we did our parents.
So Michael's like, I guess I'll go sleep this off or whatever.
Yeah.
I think this is.
He goes in his room.
Yeah. Yep. He goes in his room. He
lays down.
He lays down.
Take a nap.
Yep. And then he wakes up and he's on the ceiling because he has floated up to the
Pulling
ceiling.
a real Lionel Richie here. Dancing on the ceiling.
Napping on the ceiling. So he floats himself out the window.
Yeah.
And he's having a hard time, too.
He really panics about this.
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is.
He's doing a lot of yelling that is unnecessary.
It is.
It sounds like he's in pain. How are you in pain? You're floating.
It's like, is it pressing you against the wall or ceiling?
It was weird.
I don't think so.
So he floats himself out the window, and he floats up to...
But he's like, did he mean to? Because he's like holding on.
Yeah,
I don't know what he was trying to do.
But he floats up to Sam's room, basically.
Yeah.
Sam is on the phone with his mother because he calls the restaurant where the date is supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
And she just happened to be right there.
I'm wondering if she called in to check on him.
Or maybe that's what it was.
Maybe that. They didn't show us.
I can't remember.
Know.
But they're on the phone together.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's attacking me, basically.
Yeah.
Michael is like, because they have two lines, I guess, or two phones.
Yeah.
And so he has the other phone, and he's like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Sam, stop lying. I'm not floating outside your window. Don't be crazy.
And Sam's just like freaking out, and the mom's like, oh my God, I've got to go home and check on my kid. So poor Max, he got stood up. He looks out the window. He's like,
she sees her running to her car.
It's like, oh, okay.
This did not go well.
Yeah. So she's gone.
Yeah.
She comes in. She's like, what is happening? And Sam's like, I was just reading a vampire comic book and I got scared. And
because he lets Michael in the window and like, dude, help me. We gotta work together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I tried to eat you and all that.
Yeah. He's like, you're my brother.
You're my brother.
We gotta help each other.
Let's get really, really close to each other. Oddly.
Why are their faces so close?
They were so close to each other.
Because, I mean, and like, Sam starts like turning his head and Michael's like, no, look at my face. I want my lips as close to yours as possible. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Real weird. So, yeah, the mom's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
You boys.
And then she goes into the kitchen. She's like, and you spilled milk everywhere and you didn't even...
can't believe this.
You didn't even clean it up. She puts the milk carton on the counter. On the back of it, there's a face on the milk carton. It's the little kid that was with Star.
Missing. Oh my goodness.
Yep. His name is Laddie, or she calls him Laddie.
Yeah.
I don't know
I think
if that's
they even
his
had
name.
Laddie on the milk carton.
I
didn't even put the first name on there.
I was like, are we good? Is his
Just
name
little
Laddie?
Laddie in quotation marks too.
Answers to Laddie.
Yeah. Come here, boy. Real Laddie.
And I'm like, I want to know who this kid is.
Yeah. Well, too bad.
We never find out.
No.
Because it's like, obviously, because growing up, I always thought it was Star's like little brother or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're not related. Because surely she's missing also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although if she's missing and she's just walking around the boardwalk.
They're all walking around the boardwalk. Yeah. And why did that kid get like spared, you know? Because there's a lot of missing posters of kids. So it's not like they have like a soft spot for kids or something.
And they're clearly, and they're also taking this kid to the boardwalk where there are people and they know that he's missing.
Yeah. And did they make the kid drink the wine?
I guess they did.
How weird.
Because he's like half vampire. So
yes.
I don't know.
Lost Boys are weird. It's a weird group.
But I mean, maybe they were told who to turn.
But that just makes the head vampire a lot weirder.
Anyway, so
whoever that is.
Yeah.
Wink Canuck.
So his face is...
It's not Canuck. Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, his face is on the milk carton.
Yeah.
Then we have Michael. He has gone off to, I guess, talk to the other vampires because he's like, I don't know what the heck's happening.
What'd y'all do to me?
So he goes to find them, but they're not there.
Yeah.
Star and Laddie are there.
Yeah. So
Laddie's
what happened to me?
Laddie's asleep.
Yeah.
Star's like, I told you not to drink it.
It was blood. It was David's blood.
Yep. And he's like, I don't understand what's happening. She's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's just have sex.
Let's have sex. Everything will be fine. He's like,
okay.
Okay. I got this.
Sounds good to me.
You know what? You're right. Thanks for putting in this perspective.
And then they do.
Yeah.
And Cry Little Children plays again.
The worst,
I mean, Cry Little Sister. Did I say Cry Little Children?
I mean, the children should be crying at those too.
Yeah. I cried. last night when we watched it because I was laughing so hard.
It's just the weirdest track for that.
So then...
I feel like People Are Strange would have been better.
So they wake up later.
Yeah.
He looks down at his hand. His hand is healed.
He's healed.
Was it the sex or was it just that he's half vampire?
It was. Yeah.
I think it's just the vampire blood.
Probably the vampire
veins.
blood, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, but his hand is healed. He goes back home. His mom wants to talk to him. She's like, take off those sunglasses, Michael. You look like an idiot.
You look like Corey Hart. That rebel.
But it's like, okay, but it is sunny outside. It is daylight.
It is.
His glasses annoyed the crap out of me too because they were crooked.
They're dumb, yeah. They're bad sunglasses.
It was really bad. But she's like, is there something going on with you and a girl at school? Yeah. And I'm like, they haven't gone to school. Yeah, it is summer.
Yes. He's 30.
I'm like, and is it someone else in his PhD program? Because he's old. He's not in high school. Anyway, so he's like, I just want to go to sleep, Mom. Yeah. Leave me alone. So she's like, okay, fine, whatever. So she goes off to... Oh, we did forget to say that Max went home after getting stood up for his date. And the vampires show up on their
his
bikes.
House. Yeah.
And it's like, did something happen to
Max? It cuts away from that. A lot of people, with how many people are missing and how many people seem to know that there's vampires around, are just fine being out at night. Yeah. Just at all times, not really caring about anything. Alone. Yeah. Walking in the dark.
As soon as it starts getting dark, I'm like, time to go home. Time to get in my house, lock all the doors.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm safe.
Yep.
Be safe.
Put up my crucifixes around the home.
Do not invite anyone in.
Yep. Get my steaks ready to eat and then my steaks to kill. Because I'm a hungry boy.
There you go. Oh, gosh. But anyway, yeah, so... Oh, did they get Max? Don't know. Lucy goes to apologize to Max. Because she's like, I feel like I should probably go talk to him. Yeah. I've got my bottle of wine that I'm going to give to him as an apology gift.
It's blood. She's the head vampire.
No! So she starts walking toward his house. Yeah. And Sam is in the car waiting for her. And Thorn, the dog,
freaks out, starts chasing her down.
Yeah. Because she's like, oh, Thorn, it's so good to see you. And he's like, ah!
Oh, how cute.
Oh my gosh, come here, puppy. No, she runs. Yeah.
And hurdles like, over that gate.
Yes. Thorn tears her skirt and everything. Yeah. Sam comes to help her get up and everything.
Yeah.
And
Thorn's busting.
Thorn is trying to bust through the gate. Yeah. And they're like, we gotta get out of here.
Splintering the wood and stuff. Dude's gone crazy.
So so Sam is like, Thorn is obviously a hellhound. Yes. And I'm like, well, that makes sense, Yeah. So he talks to the Frog Brothers again, of course, and they're like,
well, Max must be the head vampire or something.
Well, yeah, they're
he must be a vampire at least.
Yeah, and they're like, your brother's a vampire. Mm-hmm. The only way to save him is to kill the head vampire.
Yeah, well, I mean, they want to just kill him.
Well, yeah, of course.
Corey Haim's like, well, we'll kill the head vampire.
He's like, I'm not killing my brother. It's like, well, you got to kill the head vampire.
Yeah.
So Sam's like, I think I know who the head vampire is. Yeah. I think it's Max.
Yeah.
Because he's
got the hellhound.
He's got a hellhound, and he's never out at daylight.
Yeah.
It's like,
works the night shift at the store.
It's like, okay, solid reasoning, I guess.
Guess so.
And it just so happens that Max is coming to dinner because I guess finally
gotta make it up to him.
Lucy got in touch with him and was like, try to come to your house, but your dog attacked me. Yep. But just wanted to say sorry and come to our house for dinner. Yeah. So he shows up. Grandpa's out again. He's like, or he goes into his little
I think they tell him. Oh, is he?
Because he's there, because he just slowly closes the door.
That's right, yeah.
He's like, I'm not coming out to eat dinner with these people.
I'm just going to do my taxidermy.
Exactly. Kind of have a theory about that now, but... So... He shows up for dinner. Michael is about to leave. Uh-huh. And he's like, oh, you're the head of the house? You gonna invite me in, Michael? And he's like, yeah, you're invited. Come on in.
Like, don't do it.
Okay, stupid. Stupid right there. Don't invite people in.
Yeah, but this rule seems weird. Mm-hmm. Because... Inviting people in doesn't seem to be a rule here, because other people come into their house that are vampires, and they just come in. They're not invited.
Because, one of them just, blasts through the freaking chimney. It's like, okay. So, he invites him in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was a mistake.
Yep. And got flowers for Mom.
Yep. And Sam is there, and he's like, I invited some friends over. Hope that's okay. Here come the Frog Brothers.
Yep.
And they're all like, yeah, we're gonna totally get this vampire. Oh, man.
We're having paschetti.
We're having paschetti. You want paschetti?
It's worms.
It's worms. That's what they're having, spaghetti, though. So he's like, oh, do you want some of this Parmesan cheese? Sam,
I grated myself.
Because Sam's like, yeah, I grated it myself. And he's like, sure. So he starts putting it on there. He's not even looking at it.
Yeah. But if you looked at it,
it is clearly not
Parmesan cheese.
It's
definitely not Parmesan cheese.
It's raw garlic.
Yeah.
So he just puts a bunch on there. He starts eating it. He's like, starts coughing. They're like, yes, we got him. It's like, no, I like garlic. It's just, this is a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, what? How did this even happen? This is just raw garlic.
I burned.
So they're like, oh no. And then Sam's like, do you want some water? And starts to hand him a glass, but spills it all over him. He's like, it's holy water. It's like, okay. And then they turn off the lights and they turn them back on again. And there's a mirror right in his face.
Yeah. He's not glowing.
Nope.
Mirror doesn't work.
They're like, oh dang, I guess he's not the head vampire. Well, shoot. Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yep.
So that was unsuccessful.
Yep. But they've ruled him out.
Yep.
We know he's not the head
so they're
vampire.
like, all right, well, obviously it's somebody else. Maybe it's one of the vampires that turned Michael.
Because they don't really know David and them.
No.
So
Michael is out with the other vampires. It's time for him to join the club.
Yep.
He's gonna attack. They're gonna attack these guys. They're out camping.
Yeah, the ones at a bonfire.
They're listening to some Aerosmith.
Yeah. Aerosmith Run DMC mix.
And that's what they do. They attack. They turn into, they have their vampire faces. Yep. Which look different than their normal faces.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they fly in there and they start attacking him. One of them just
bites his head, rips, top of his head off. This seems like a bad way to get blood, dude.
It does. But when he bit his head, blood sprayed out. And I was like, what is that was so funny.
Yeah, it was...
I mean, head wounds do bleed a lot, so I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's true. I just feel like there's better, more efficient places.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, I'm not a vampire. What do I know?
I mean, I'm sure there are a couple of arteries that'd be a lot easier to get to.
That's why we go for the neck, Exactly. I don't know.
Anyway, so Michael, of course, can't do it. He falls out of the tree that they're that they're in.
He's turned vampire-y. Yeah, but he's like, I don't wanna.
Exactly. So David's like, you'll never grow old. You'll never die. Yeah. But you must feed. And he's like, I don't wanna. And he leaves. So turns out that you're not a full vampire until you make your first kill.
Yeah, until you feed.
Star tells him that because she shows up and she's half vampire also. Yeah. She has not killed. She's not made her first kill. Right. Michael was supposed to be her first kill.
Supposed to, yeah.
She couldn't do it. She liked him too much.
Obviously. He's so great.
And Laddie, of course, is also only half vampire because he hasn't made his first kill either.
Because he's a baby boy.
Yep. So she's like, I need you to help me and Laddie.
Get us out of here.
Please. And so they're like, all right, we got to figure out a way to get everybody out of there, get everybody saved, I guess. Yeah. So Sam calls the Frog Brothers again.
Of course, you got to.
And so they're all like, all right, we got to go to that vampire cave. We got to get them out of there. It's daytime.
They'll be sleeping.
Exactly. So
in their coffins.
So they grab their stakes, all their other stuff, I guess. Yep. And they head out there.
Pile in.
Yep. They get in Grandpa's car. They're like, bye, Grandpa. He's like, no, they took my car.
Didn't even put the top down thing in there. I mean, they put the top down, but the cover for it. Yeah. Just propped up. Yep. That's going to damage it.
So they get to the cave. They get Laddie and Star out. Yep. The boys, the brothers and Sam start heading further into the cave. Because they're trying to find these
They gotta crawl vampires through a tunnel, and then they finally get to it.
They're hanging from the ceiling like bats, and they're like, all right, we gotta kill them. So they get up there. Marco gets staked.
Yeah, Bill. Yep. Bill gets killed.
Yep. They kill Bill.
Dude is a juicy vampire.
Oh my gosh. Blood everywhere. Everywhere.
Like,
it's all on all of them. He falls down to the ground.
Yeah, still spraying.
Yep.
He's a fountain, man. The rest of them do not do this. Which one?
One of them does. Kind of. But it's in a weird way.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
We'll see.
So he sprays everywhere.
Yeah.
David, of course, is up and he's like trying to attack them.
Yeah, they're like, hey, stop killing.
Yeah, but they get out. David is trying to pull Sam back in.
Yeah, they're kind of in that tunnel.
But they get him into a little patch of sunlight. And
it
burns David's
sets him
hand.
on fire.
And so they pull Sam out and they get out of there. And then it shows David and he has a single tear that comes down. And he's like, I'll kill you.
Wait till nighttime. Yeah. So like, oh crap, they're going to come kill us at night.
So they're like, okay, this is bad.
Yep.
So they're like, all right, we've got to figure out what we're going to do because as soon as the sun goes down, they're going to be coming for us.
Yep.
So they have Laddie and Star inside, and Michael is there too.
And they are just knocked out. Apparently during the day, they have no energy.
Yeah. And Michael, of course, has run out of energy at this point too.
He's just knocked out.
So they're all just kind of like napping in the room.
Yeah.
Sam's like, I've got to warn my mom. So he calls her at work and is like, there are vampires.
No, he goes to her work.
Oh, does he go to... Oh, yeah, he does, because everybody's looking at him like...
Yeah.
What?
Like, who's this freak?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, goes to her at work, and she's like, what is wrong with you? Why can't you just let me date Max and live my life?
Yes. By the way, a little before this, one of the tensions between Michael and Sam at the very beginning when he was turning into a vampire was that Michael got an earring.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
Sam
about this.
was like, dude, what is that earring?
That looks stupid.
Don't wear earrings. Earrings are dumb. About halfway through this movie, I guess they were just like, oh, whatever.
Nobody's going to notice.
And Sam just wears an earring. He's got a little
stud
diamond stud earring, which I'm guessing that
it was
Corey
just
Haim
like
was just like, I like to wear my earring. I'm going to wear it. I don't really care about the stupid movie.
Yeah.
So Sam's a real hypocrite. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, so you get to see it a lot.
Okay.
But anyway, I just had to, it was in my notes, so I wanted to make sure we did not miss that very important detail.
You could see it in this scene specifically.
Yes.
I don't remember seeing it anywhere else, but he was definitely had it in
he had it when he was like talking to Michael earlier and all this stuff. It was,
Anyway, so the mom doesn't believe him. She's like, go home, leave me alone, basically.
You're crazy.
So they start getting all of their stuff together. They go, they grab some holy water. They fill up a tub full of holy water and garlic. They've got everything. They've got a bunch of steaks. They're ready to go.
How did they fill up a whole tub of holy water? They were getting it out of those little
They
bowls.
had little canteens of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that filled up a whole bathtub.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just maybe it was like diluted holy water.
Sure. Maybe that's why it took so long.
Who knows?
Yeah. They've got like 20 bulbs of garlic in there.
Yeah. So, and they also have to get Grandpa out of the house because they're like, Grandpa, the Widow Johnson she said to pick her up at 6 instead of 7. And he's like, we had a date? He's like, yeah, she called.
Yeah.
Go on out there, get your lady. Yep. He's like, all right, let me put some pants on. Let me put some Windex on.
Oh yeah, cologne.
As aftershave.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it was more cologne instead of aftershave because he was not shaved. So yeah,
he was shaved some. Yeah, go ahead.
So they've got all their stuff together. They've got Grandpa out of the house.
Mom's out of the house.
Mm-hmm. The only problem is that Nanook, of course, is outside also.
Yeah, because they were like, get him out of here so he doesn't attack.
Because he tried to, he was barking at him. They're like, we got to get him out of here for a while. So it's nighttime now. The vampires leave their cave.
They're coming.
And this is where we have the weird flying perspective. Because they're flying out of this cave. But it's showing everything from behind.
They're like looking back.
So it's like,
cave.
Is this a perspective from the vampire's butt?
Maybe. Were they attacking with their butts the whole time? That's how they fly. They're like Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. Have you ever seen that?
No.
He flies backwards with his butt in the front.
Yeah, I don't know. It was because it's like either they're flying backwards or this is from the perspective of their backs. It's weird.
Or they look back, they're like, I'm going to miss this house if we don't come back.
Maybe
It's
that's what it was.
my favorite place to be.
I don't know. It's like, okay, but you're not looking where you're going. You could hit stuff, but okay.
Weird choices.
Yeah, it was very weird. So Max and Lucy are finally on their date again. Thorne is not acting like a complete hellhound, so everything's good with Thorne, I guess.
Good for Thorne.
But they're at Max's house, of course.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my gosh, you're never going to believe what happened. Sam came in talking about vampires today. It was so weird.
So funny like that.
And then we go back to the house where they have their little, everything set up.
Mm-hmm. Got water guns.
They're on their way. They can hear them flying in. Nanokus, of course, is tied up to the gate.
Yep.
So Sam goes out to get him.
Yep.
Can't untie him. Michael has to go help. They've managed to finally all go get into the house.
Yeah.
And everything's fine. They're like, okay, they can't get in.
Yep.
Obviously, they can't get in.
Yeah.
My theory is that because... Shoot, I can't say it right now. Because of spoilers.
Yeah. So anyway,
how are they getting in? Don't know.
We don't know. Doesn't David say something about you shouldn't have invited me in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought that he said the head vampire says it later.
Yeah, I think he does, but I still thought David might have said it as a voiceover. I don't know. Maybe not.
So they think they're safe in there, but they're not.
No.
Because
David comes blasting through the fireplace.
I thought it was the other guy. I thought it was the dark-haired guy.
It might have been.
I don't know. One of them comes blasting out of the fireplace. And I was like, what the heck? They can get in? Oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
So they run upstairs. The Frog Brothers just suddenly are like, well, we gotta kill Star and
yeah, they turn on Star and the kids so fast.
Well, just kill the other vampires.
Yeah, so they start running and they're chasing them. It's like, what are you doing? Because at this point,
Star and Laddie have done nothing.
Yeah.
They have done nothing.
The Frog Brothers are weird.
They are. So they're chasing Laddie and Star, and then suddenly the other blonde guy, vampire guy, is just hiding behind a door.
Yeah.
Where the heck did he come from? I don't know.
They're so sneaky. I think they can teleport. I don't know what they can do.
I don't know, but very sneaky vampires.
Yeah.
So he starts running after them.
Yep.
Or running after the Frog Brothers.
Run into that bathroom.
They go into the bathroom.
Where that tub of holy water is.
Yeah. They spray him with some holy water, I think.
Yeah.
And it burns him.
Or they like splash him.
Yeah, or something. It burns him, though. And he's like, it's like, it's not really going to do anything, though. It's like, oh, it will if we just throw you into the bathtub. Mm-hmm. So they do.
No, Nanook runs in.
Yeah, that's right.
Tackles him.
That's right. It's Nanook. That's right, because Nanook is the hero of the story. I forgot. I'm sorry about that.
How dare you take it?
I'm so sorry, Nanook. So yeah, he gets knocked into the bathtub.
Yeah.
Falls in.
Yeah.
He is dying.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. He keeps coming up.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, he's got a few more burn marks. Oh no, he goes back under. He's got a few more. And then he turns into a skeleton.
Yeah.
And then why does this happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, you said that Marco is a very juicy vampire.
Now I remember what you're talking about. Yes.
This guy.
Yeah. He apparently goes through the pipes.
This guy right here, his blood goes through the pipes and comes out everywhere.
It shoots out of every pipe. The sinks are flying. The
sink
toilet.
In the kitchen.
Toilet gets destroyed.
Oh my gosh, that toilet is I was like, you're gonna have to move.
This house is gonna be disgusting.
This is gonna be condemned.
Yes.
Or if it's not, it needs to be.
Yeah.
They're just gonna have to build a whole new cabin because you cannot live here anymore. No, this is disgusting. Nobody's gonna want to. Nobody's gonna want to.
You can't sell this. Just set it on fire.
Exactly. It's gone.
Yeah.
Bye. So yeah, bloody water everywhere.
Yeah, it's gross.
But he's dead, so that's one down.
We did it.
They got two more to go.
Mm-hmm.
They got dark-haired guy. They got David.
Yeah.
Dark-haired guy. He tries to attack Michael and Sam. Mm-hmm. I think Michael is kind of knocked out at one point, actually.
Yeah, Michael does get knocked out.
It's when the guy comes through the chimney, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sam is trying to get Michael up. He's not getting up.
Yeah.
He's dead. Sorry. Michael's gone. No, he's fine. He's just knocked out. So, dark-haired vampire starts attacking Sam.
Yeah.
He shoots at him with a bow and arrow.
Which I guess counts as a stake.
How did he learn how to shoot a bow and arrow?
Who knows?
In, the day that they have been setting everything up. I don't know. But he misses, of course, because he's like, you missed. And he's like, well, I won't miss again. And he shoots him.
Yeah, it gives him way too much time to shoot him again.
So he shoots him again. It pushes him back into the radio.
Yeah,
or into the stereo behind there. Which I guess electrocutes him?
Yeah. I guess because he's so juicy, his juices are just leaking onto the electric socket and all that.
I guess so. But anyway, so he basically electrocutes himself.
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute montage of electrocution.
So long.
It takes forever.
And then Michael and Sam are both there watching it, and then he's finally dead, and Sam goes, "Death by stereo," and you hated it.
I'm like, what is... That's nothing. That's nothing. It's like, have you seen Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
When I was 5, probably.
Some of just the most ridiculous like kill lines ever. He's like, I don't know. He like throws a pipe at a guy and it goes through him and goes through a steam pipe and he's like, let off some steam or something like that. I don't know, something like that.
It's like when he's playing Dr. Freeze. It's just an Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. He's like, ice to me.
Yes. So I feel like they were trying to do something here, but that doesn't make any sense. Death by stereo.
Well, technically, he died by stereo, but it doesn't make any sense.
Technical. I don't need to hear your stupid technical line.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
but apparently, it was like a big line, and then there's like a band called Death by Stereo.
Why? Why do people love this movie so much? What is wrong with you people?
I don't know. Oh, man. So, that guy's dead now.
Yes.
David's the only one left.
Yep.
All right. David has to be the head vampire. He's the one who gave the blood to Michael and to Star and everybody. So, obviously, this has to be...
And we're all still vampires.
We kill him, we turn back to normal.
Yeah.
Everything would be great. So, then Laddie just goes crazy.
Yeah.
For some reason, it starts...
Laddie's hungry, man.
He's hungry. He's about to attack
through
people.
The bed.
It's like, oh my gosh. And Star's like, don't kill him, he's a child.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's hungry.
So, she kind of just like...
To be fair, Laddie didn't like try to eat them. Laddie like ran off into the bathroom. Or to the corner.
And he's just hiding there behind her skirts, basically.
He's freaking out.
And then he kind of like, he you know, she's blocking him. And he is kind of going behind her.
Yeah.
Like, I'll eat your face if I can get out of here.
But he didn't want to.
He's just a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby boy.
He can't help
He's a little baby.
Hungry.
He's hungry. A bottle.
So, anyway, but they want to kill him, but they can't. They don't. So, then we have David and Michael. It's time for them to face off.
The big showdown.
And they fight.
Very short fight.
It is very short.
Because he, like, pushes David against the wall where there's a bunch of, like, deer, like, mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, he's going to impale him on the antler? No.
He's like, no, didn't happen.
In the only area that doesn't have antlers.
Yeah.
And David's like, my turn. Then he hits him or whatever.
Yeah. And he starts, like, pushing him into the big taxidermy room where all of the antlers are.
Yeah. And Michael just grabs the frame.
Yeah, the door frame. And is like, no, not going to do it. And then he just kind of turns around and pushes David into the antlers.
Yep. And David is not juicy.
No.
I don't know that David bled at all.
No, he's just like, oh, well, I'm dead.
Ouch.
So David is pushed into the antlers. He's dead. And they're like, all right, great. But Michael is still a vampire.
Yeah, like, why am I still a vampire?
And he's, like, got the vampire face going on, too. Star is the only one who does not have vampire face.
Yeah, she's too hot for it.
They're like, we cannot put vampire face on her. That's going to disgust people.
Yeah. Women can't be vampires.
They can't have that ugly vampire face. Come on. So he's like, it didn't work. David wasn't the head vampire. Who's the head vampire? And then Lucy and Max show up. Because they're like, oh, we got to go check on the boys.
Yeah.
And, Max is the head vampire.
He is.
And he's like, you shouldn't have invited me in.
Yeah, which your theory is
My theory is that because he invited Max in, that every vampire that Max made was also invited in, and that's how they were able to get into the house. That's a
weird, loose thing.
Yeah.
But they're playing fast and loose with rules.
They are.
Garlic doesn't hurt him.
Because he was invited in, so garlic can't hurt him, and holy water can't hurt him, but it could hurt the other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has a reflection in the mirror, and he doesn't glow.
How did he have a
stuff.
reflection? And how did he not glow?
I don't know.
Why wasn't he sparkly? Bone spider monkey.
Gosh. But yeah, he was invited into the house, so it didn't count, I guess.
He's like, Lucy, I wanted you.
You're the whole reason I did this.
You could be my mother to my lost boys. He's like Peter Pan, basically.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a very Peter Pan situation.
Yeah.
Max is Peter Pan. Lucy is Wendy.
Yep.
And he's trying to get...
Nanook is Nana.
Yeah, there you go. Nanook. He's trying to get Michael and Sam, who are John and Michael, her two brothers, but it's her sons, to join in so that she'll be more likely to be the mother of the Lost Boys.
Edgar's Rufio.
I'm like, who's Edgar? Like,
wow.
And he's not a Lost Boy, though.
I know.
He's one of the pirates.
Yeah, he's Smee. He's a total Smee. Edgar Smee. Alan is Glenn Close. Or Meryl Streep, whichever one was in the movie. The movie Hook. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's Glenn Close. Maybe it's Meryl Streep.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Probably Glenn Close, but I don't know.
Could be.
Who playing who?
They were a pirate.
Oh.
They dressed up as a man pirate.
Okay.
Anyway.
Probably Glenn Close.
Very possibly. Anywho, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, no, it
Joke's
doesn't.
ruined. It's fine.
So yeah, Max is Peter Pan.
Yep.
But yeah, he wanted Lucy to be their mother, but now all of his boys are dead.
All my boys are dead. That's all right.
He's
I'll
like,
just
it's
turn
okay.
your boys.
Exactly. He's like, join me.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to kill Sam, because Sam has tried, everybody has tried to attack him.
Yeah.
And they all get pushed away. And Sam, of course, he grabs Sam, though, and he's like, join me, or I'm going to kill your son.
Take my hand.
She's like, okay. So she takes his hand, and then you hear, Grandpa's here to save the day.
Yes, which is where I started going, what?
So he has his little Jeep. He just drives through the wall.
Backs it up through the wall. Because he has loaded all of these logs that he's been driving into his lawn for whatever. I don't know if he's making a fence or if he just wanted to put stake-like poles in his lawn. But he has them in the back of his truck. So he backs into the house.
And those go flying.
Yes.
Through Max.
Yes. Staking him.
Staking him. They push him into the fireplace, basically. The stakes, like, go through him and just, like, make him go, like, the momentum takes him into the fireplace.
Yes.
Where he explodes for no reason.
He does, yes.
There was no fire in that fireplace.
There was not. Maybe it was a gas fireplace. Maybe they hit the gas tank and
I don't know.
blew
Maybe.
it up. I feel like it would have blown up a lot more.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Yeah, he explodes. And
maybe that's what happens with the main vampire.
With the head vampire.
They're not juicy, they're fiery.
Maybe. So he's dead. He's gone.
Yes.
Everybody who was half vampire is now fine again.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Grandpa walks in, grabs a root beer, and says,
he's like,
that's what I hate about
one thing I hate about the thing I hate about Santa Carla, all the damn vampires.
Cut to credits.
And that's it, because it just shows the family, and they're just they're sitting there covered in blood and everything, and they're just like, what? And then cut to black. People are strange.
strange. I was just like, what? And he didn't explain how the grandfather, like, maybe when he saw him, he knows that Max is the head vampire.
I think he does.
But why are you letting your daughter go out with the head vampire?
Yes.
And doing nothing, going to get tail from the widow down there. Your family's in danger.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then how did you know he was lined up right there for you to back in your car and somehow send a stake flying? Were you planning, if it didn't come out, to get out of the truck, grab a huge pole and run at him? What was going to happen there? And then he just doesn't say, he says a stupid line at the end. Death by stereo, pretty much. And grabs a root beer.
So Grandpa obviously knows there are vampires.
Yeah.
Because that's why he doesn't like living there, I guess, because there's so many vampires.
And why does he let them go out at night?
He does. And he goes out at night himself.
Yeah, why does he go out
I don't know. But also, when Max came over the first time, he conveniently moved into a different room and was like, I don't want to be around here.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you in there sharpening stakes, ready to kill him? I don't know.
But what a coward, not telling his family. And
then he's clearly making stakes as fence posts. I think he knows about the vampires, but he's just not doing anything about it. Maybe he has a hero complex and he's like, I'm going to wait until the perfect time. And then I'm going to kill the head vampire and
I
save
can't
everybody.
wait to be the hero. Yeah.
I don't know. Grandpa makes no sense.
He's not a hero. This is bad. Like,
you could have saved so many people.
Yeah, so a lot of people died because of you. All these missing posters, you did nothing.
Yeah.
So
because maybe he didn't realize that Max was the main vampire until he came over.
Maybe, I don't know.
But still, even after that, did he not know that Lucy was going over to his house to?
Why
on a
are
date?
you letting her? Yeah, why?
Don't let her go over there. I don't know. Grandpa, do better.
But the ending, I was just like, I don't know what just happened.
You just looked over at me like, huh?
That's so
dumbfounded
dumb.
look on your face. Like, that was it?
I was furious. I was confused. And I just...
and then he immediately turned the movie off because he's like, I can't
listen to this freaky song.
He's like, if Cry Little Sister comes on again, I will kill someone.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if it came on right after People Are Strange.
It probably did. Anyway, it's on Max if anybody wants to watch it.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing your childhood with me.
You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great. I was expecting more because it has been hyped up so much through my life of everybody telling me how much they loved this movie. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Besides having like all the heartthrobs of the time, that's really the only Bill from Bill and Ted, the real heartthrob. Yeah.
You mean Paul and Dwayne?
Paul and Dwayne. Everybody had a Paul and Dwayne poster on their wall next to Rob Lowe.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, I can't say I'm ever going to recommend this movie to anyone, but I wouldn't say don't watch it. Just have realistic expectations for it.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
At least it was fun to talk about.
It was, yes. It was weird. So many weird things.
Oh boy.
Anything else we need to say before we move on?
I don't know. Just be careful of the vampires.
Yes. Thank you, Corey
You're
Feldman.
You're welcome. This is my tough guy voice.
All right. Well, let's get to our snack then.
Okay.
And this week, we are having Neapolitan Lindor Truffles.
Yep, they are limited edition.
Oh.
They are Neapolitan white chocolate truffles.
Oh.
So it's like a strawberry white chocolate outside, and then the inside has chocolate and vanilla in it.
Nice. And I love Lindor truffles. They're my favorite chocolate, probably.
Yep.
So I'm always just excited to have Lindor truffles at any point.
Yeah, because when Christmas rolls around, you usually end up getting Lindor truffles.
Yes.
And because I'll usually give you Lindor truffles. Or someone will.
Yeah.
And then you usually give me Ferrero Rocher. Because I like hazelnut.
Yep.
And I'm not allergic to it like some people.
Like some weirdos.
Yeah.
When you're strange.
You're allergic to hazelnut.
Very strawberry. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're not my favorite Lindor truffle.
Yeah, because you're just like regular.
Yeah. I've
Regular
had
milk
some,
chocolate.
I like the white chocolate too. It's really good. I think they had a cookies and cream that was really good. Even their dark chocolate I really like. So I've tried a few flavors, but that's definitely not bad. If you're a strawberry fan, I'd say definitely try it out.
Yeah.
So what are we going to rate this after you're done?
Come on. I just took a bite. You do this every time. I take a bite and you're like, so what are you going to rate it? I'm like, let me chew.
I think just because it's a Lindor truffle, it bumps up in my ratings because I'm biased like that. I'm biased. But I think I'm going to go, since it's not the best one I've had, maybe just like a 7.5.
That's what I was going to say.
Hey!
Yeah. Twinsies.
All right. Well, what's your favorite flavor of Lindor truffle? Let us know. How did you feel about Lost Boys? Is it a classic? Am I wrong? Maybe. I seem to be in the minority. But hey, let us know.
Oh, and also, if you have any suggestions of what we should watch in October, because we don't have anything set in the schedule right now.
Yeah.
We
got some ideas, but...
Yeah, but if you have something that you really want us to watch...
Yeah.
Let us know.
And Christmas is coming up, so and, start getting those ideas into,
Yep.
we'll be happy to listen. But let us know on Twitter/X at HavingFunCast, or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or you can send an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
All right, well, go have fun, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.